Welcome to the gayest channel on YouTube, or at least one of the gayest. Okay, it might not be one of the gayest channels on YouTube, but thank you very much for tuning in. It's time for another roundup of gay news making headlines this week. But before we get into that, I just want to give a special shout out to my channel members for your support. Thank you very much for watching my videos and supporting my channel. You don't know how much it means to me, and I'll never be able to express my gratitude, so all I can say is thank you very much. With that being said, let's head over towards the rainbow and follow the yellow brick road to see what's new and happening in the rainbow world of entertainment.
I'm here to bring you news to make your day. Entertainment news that's really gay.
It's about time for a show like this.
10 single boys are meeting for the first time with a kiss.
No chat, no messages, just a kiss.
But the path to love is never straight.
The cancellation of I Kissed a Boy marks a disappointing end for what was widely celebrated as the UK's first fully gay dating show. When it debuted, the series was praised for centering same-sex relationships without treating them as a novelty or a side storyline. The premise, matching men who meet for the first time with a kiss, felt like a deliberate inversion of the heteronormative dating formats, and it quickly built a loyal audience. However, despite its cultural significance and positive reception, the show struggled to maintain the kind of ratings that drive long-term renewals on competitive reality TV. Its cancellation highlights an ongoing tension in LGBTQ+ programming. Visibility doesn't always translate into sustainable commercial success. Still, the impact of I Kissed a Boy should not be understated. The question now is whether networks will continue to take similar risks or retreat to safer, more conventional programming.
The city's most notorious murder cases is in the national spotlight. An HBO docuseries premiering tonight revisits the crime, the questions, and the lasting impact on a historic neighborhood. The series is based on a book called A Dark Room in Glitterball City.
The HBO documentary Murder in Glitterball City explores the chilling and often overlooked chapter of LGBTQ+ nightlife history. Set against the backdrop of a vibrant yet vulnerable community, the film examines the real-life killing that shook a city known for its flamboyance and freedom. Rather than sensationalizing the crime, the documentary focuses on the human stories behind it, victims, witnesses, and a community grappling with fear and resilience. What makes this documentary compelling is its layered storytelling. It situates the murder within the broader societal dynamics, including marginalization, policing, and the complexities of queer spaces that are both liberating and precarious. Interviews provide emotional weight, while archival material grounds the narrative in its historical context. The result is not just another true crime story, but a reflection on how LGBTQ+ communities have historically navigated danger and solidarity. It's a serious, sombering piece that contrasts sharply with more celebratory portrayals of queer nightlife, reminding viewers that visibility often comes with risk. The documentary ultimately asks how much has changed and how much hasn't. I wanted to include Harry Styles and Ben Marshall's kiss on SNL, but NBC slapped me with copyright. I appealed it on the grounds that it falls under fair usage due to my commentary, but they rejected the appeal. It's not the first time that I've used a clip from SNL, but it's the first time that I've encountered a copyright owner that blocks my entire 8-minute video globally for a 2-minute segment. I guess they're ashamed of the kiss or something. I really don't know.
Chaz Bono has tied the knot. Cher's son, who she shares with the late Sonny Bono, marries Shara Blue Mathis at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in Los Angeles on Sunday, March 8th, per People.
If you somehow missed it, Chaz Bono recently got married, and for Chaz, stepping into married life feels both like a personal milestone and a cultural moment that carries a bit of history with it. As the child of Cher, Bono's life has never been far from the public eye, but this chapter feels refreshingly grounded in something simple: commitment. There's something quietly powerful about the way the story is being received. Not as controversy, not as spectacle, but as a celebration. Bono's wedding doesn't just mark a new beginning for him. It reflects a broader cultural ease with stories that, not too long ago, would have been treated very differently.
The initial excitement turns me on. I just had this look that photographers like.
The new documentary, Mickey and Richard, doesn't try to polish the past, it digs into it, complexities and all. Centered on Mickey Squires, a notable figure in early gay adult cinema, the film pulls back the curtain on an industry that has been influential just as much as it's been misunderstood. What makes it compelling is its honesty. There's no attempt to frame everything as either glamorous or tragic. Instead, it lives in the in-between, acknowledging both the sense of liberation these films provided and the very real challenges that came with them. It's not always an easy watch, but it's an engaging one, offering a perspective that feels both overdue and necessary.
And I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore.
Despite what Timothée Chalamet thinks, opera is not dead.
Seattle Opera presents the celebrated opera, Fellow Travelers. A powerful love story with a ravishing score.
The world of Fellow Travelers has found a new stage, pun intended, and it turns out it can sing. The opera adaptation takes a story already known for its emotional intensity and amplifies it, trading close-up glances for soaring vocals and orchestral depth. What's surprising is how naturally the story fits this format. Themes of longing, secrecy, and political pressure doesn't just translate, they definitely expand on the stage. Music has a way of stretching emotion, and here, it gives the narrative the kind of grandeur that feels entirely earned. Audiences have responded with enthusiasm, and it's easy to see why. This isn't just retelling, it's a reinvention that respects the original while offering something distinct. For those familiar with the story, it's a chance to experience it from a new angle. For newcomers, it's an entry point that feels immediate and immersive. The success of the opera suggests something bigger. These stories are not confined to a single medium. When they resonate, they find new ways to be heard, and in this case, quite literally so.
Nick Apostolidis here, the voice and mocap actor of Leon Kennedy, and I'm going to be reacting to these thirst traps that I swear I've never seen before.
And last but not least, news from the world of gaming. The latest Resident Evil buzz has less to do with zombies and more to do with Leon S. Kennedy's face, torso, and general ability to make the internet lose all dignity.
Leon Kennedy is probably the only male character that makes people hornier when fully clothed. I'm secure enough in my masculinity and sexuality that I can confidently say I'd let Leon absolutely ruin me.
With Resident Evil Requiem putting an older, rougher-edged Leon back in the spotlight, fans have responded exactly as expected, with an avalanche of thirst posts, edits, and emotional overinvestment. Leon's voice actor, Nick Apostolidis, has said that he cannot avoid seeing the thirst traps, and Capcom's own team has openly acknowledged that Leon's hot uncle appeal was very much a deliberate part of the design.
Leon's RE6 outfit is unmatched because how do you get away with serving slutty waist like that, huh? Slutty waist. I'm surprised they got by the hair. Look at that emo hair. That's crazy.
If you're only tuning into my channel to watch the gay news videos, then you're kind of missing out. Why not try one of the other videos on my channel? I'll be putting a suggestion video on the... Why not try one of the other videos on my channel? A suggestion will be popping up on your screen in a moment. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and a subscription would be nice. Over 70% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So how will you know when I post new stuff? And it's also the easiest way to support a creator on YouTube. It costs you nothing, but it means a lot to me. So if you're not subscribed yet, help me out. Once again, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.